Alright, sports fans, here are my picks for this week's NFL games. First up, we have the New York Jets at Baltimore. The game features the Jets' second-ranked rush defense versus the Ravens' #1 rush offense. However, it also features Baltimore's second-best overall offense versus New York's second-worst defense. I'll take the Ravens. Philadelphia at Washington. As bad as things have been for both teams, at least the Redskins are playing with heart. Coming from a Cowboys fan, that speaks volumes. The Philadelphia Eagles are on life support. From a Cowboys fan, that fills my heart with joy. I'll take DC. Houston at Tennessee. Statistically, the Titans are ordinary, but they're winning nevertheless. In 3 of their last wins, they destroyed their opponents. On the other hand, the Texans' 7th worst ranked defense and their pass protection are nothing more than a mirage. I'll take the Titans. Miami at the New York Giants. Neither team dominates in any certain area per se. In fact, it's just the opposite. Anytime you get 2 teams matched up like that, it all comes down to turnovers and home field advantage, so I'll take the G-Men. Chicago at Green Bay. Both teams are on a roll. However, this is a divisional game where familiarity breeds contempt. I'll take the Packers, but only because they're at home. New England at Cincinnati. Statistically, point-wise, and in terms of wins, the Patriots have taken a huge nosedive. Yet, no matter how bad things get, nothing makes a rainy day go away than playing the Bengals. I'll take the Brady Bunch. Seattle at Carolina. 9 of Seattle's 10 wins were by an average of just 3.4 points per game. That lack of dominance always comes back to haunt you. The Panthers are playing for pride, but that just won't be enough. I'll take Seattle. Tampa Bay at Detroit. When it rains, it certainly does pour, and such is the case for the Lions. On paper, the Buccaneers simply outclass Motown, and even though the Lions are at home, that won't be enough to save them. I'll take Tampa Bay. Denver at Kansas City. The Chiefs' offense just can't get a break. Their defense is doing very little to help. The Broncos destroyed the Texans last week, but in all fairness, they just are not good enough to win back-to-back road games. I'll take KC. Jacksonville at Oakland. Watching these 2 teams battle it out is like watching 2 homeless junkies fighting over a speck of crack. I'll take Raider Nation, and I have no idea why. Cleveland at Arizona. The Browns are 4-1 in their last 5 games and still alive in the playoff hunt. The Cardinals have lost 6 straight and have no hope, no thanks to their last-ranked defense. I'll take Cleveland. Minnesota at Los Angeles Chargers. All 4 of the Vikings' losses were by an average of just 6 points. That's how close they are to being 13-0. Despite having Rivers, Eckler, Gordon, Allen, and the NFL's 4th-best defense, the Chargers are dragged down by a 5-8 record. I'll take Minnesota. Atlanta at San Francisco. I'm finally sold on the 49ers. They're winning by grinding it out and terrorizing opposing quarterbacks. Good luck, Matt Ryan. I shall pray for you. I'll take San Fran. The LA Rams at Dallas. For all the Cowboys have going for them, statistically, it just does not produce into wins. I'll take the Rams, whose receivers and pass rush should have a field day against Little D. Buffalo at Pittsburgh. The 8-5 Steelers are winning with mirrors. Their defense is good, but their offense is a bunch of slackers. Almost the same can be said about the Bills, although they've proven they can beat the league's elite. Regardless, I'll take the Pits, but only because they're at home. Indianapolis at New Orleans. The Colts have been playing tough. The problem is, it's been coming sporadically. That doesn't crack it. New Orleans has gotten away from what worked so well when Breeze and Kamara were out injured. Yet, like so many games this week, I'm taking New Orleans for the mere fact that they're at home under the dome. That's it for this week's games. Good luck to your favorite team.
Hi folks, I'm Mike Britt, inviting you to join us at Poe's Pub, located at 2706 East Main Street for Richmond's best burgers and ribs, including the Goose's favorite, the Commonwealth Burger. Check out our weekly events, full menu, and more by visiting our website at poespub.com or call 804-648-2120. That's 648-2120.
Since 1985, Richmond Recycling has been one of Mid-Atlantic's premier recycling centers. One of the reasons for their success is they pay top dollar for your scrap metals, batteries, converters, appliances, and electric motors. Richmond Recycling is doing their part to preserve our resources by their collection services and by bringing public awareness. So, fill up that pickup truck and head on over to Richmond Recycling. They're located at 2500 Decatur Street, just minutes from Interstate 64 and 95. Or you can give them a call at 804-230-9221 or visit the website at richmondrecyclingvirginia.com.
8 down and just 4 teams to go in the fight for the coveted World Championship title of fantasy football. 2 of the 4 remaining teams, the United Kingdom's number 5 seeded Men of Steel and the USA's number 6 Mighty Cyclones, both advanced to the semifinal round after defeating 2 higher seeded teams in last week's wild card round. The Men of Steel had absolutely no problem in manhandling the number 4 ranked Russian Hackers as they led from start to finish in their 163-90 victory. 8 of the Men of Steel's 9 starters registered double-digit points, 5 of which posted 20-plus points. Their leading scorer was Philadelphia Eagles tight end Zach Ertz, who piled up 30 points with his 2 TD, 9-catch, 91-yard performance. As their reward, the Men of Steel must now square off against China's second-ranked Jamin, and that won't be an easy task. The Jamin hold a 7-2 lead in the series, including sweeping their 2 matchups this past season. The Jamin scored the league's second most touchdowns and ranked among the top in every defensive category. In addition, they are one of only 2 teams to score 20 or more touchdowns, passing, rushing, and receiving. The other semifinal matchup has the 6th-seeded Mighty Cyclones going nose-to-nose with Canada's number 1 ranked, undefeated, 2-time world champions Remus Island. Going into last week's Monday Nighter between the Eagles and Giants, the Mighty Cyclones, losers of 3 of their last 4 games, found themselves staring up at a 19-point deficit to China's Shanghai Wang. In addition, they were given just a 10% chance of coming back to win. But what happened next shocked the entire fantasy football sports world as they witnessed the Mighty Cyclones storm back to grab their first ever playoff victory thanks to Giants wideout Darius Slayton's career-high 32-point performance. But can the Mighty Cyclones carry that momentum into this week's matchup against Remus Island, a team they've never beaten in 5 regular season tries? Like the Jamin, Remus Island is the only other team to score 20 or more TDs, passing, rushing, and receiving. And there's a reason why Remus Island won a perfect 13-0 this past season, and who are now gunning for their 3rd straight world title. And that reason being team owner Michael Remus is a master at making adjustments. As always, you can keep up with the International Fantasy Football League, including matchups, stats, and rosters, by going to my profile pages on LinkedIn and Facebook. Simply enter keywords Brian Slack and Trusted NFL Media Member. That's it for this week's International Fantasy Football League report. Good luck to you and your fantasy team.
Every time you hear this sound, you know EMS and law enforcement are at work saving lives and keeping our community safe. Southern Police Equipment is doing their part by supplying civil and city servants with the latest in protective clothing, footwear, gear, and accessories. For more information, stop on by Southern Police Equipment, located at 7609 Midlothian Turnpike, or give them a call at 1-800-542-5243. You can also order by catalog by logging on to southernpoliceequipment.com.